name is Harry, and I'm from London.
Meghan Markle here.
Today is September 12, 2025. It is 5:30 a.m. I have so many videos to edit. I should not be recording, but there's a lot of things that's going on. And one of the things I wanted to cover tonight, which pretty much the night is over. In a few, I have to wake up my kids. I just found out Harry is in Ukraine, and I wanted to cover Meghan's half-sister. There were some issues that I saw, not issues, some tweet that I saw about a lawsuit, and I wanted to look into it tonight. But I've already shared these things on my community board with you, but for myself, I wanted to check those things, and there's a lot of things that I'm editing. But I'm gonna record as much as I can until I have to wake up the kids, and I'm in the middle of editing some videos right now, and I'm almost done with this, but I just want that quietness while it's quiet. Okay, so let's go on Twitter. This is the first one that I've already shared on my community board. Breaking: Prince Harry makes surprise visit to Ukraine. I'm not gonna read the article. I just wanna do the tweet. You know, I'll click onto it. I'll leave the link in the description. If you guys could read it, you read it, okay? If somebody come up with the archive version of that article, I'll share that as well. But for now, it seems this is the only tweet, the only link that I have. Thank you, Prince Harry. Good King Harry. There's the thing here, who is in Kyiv. There's all of that. Okay, it is strange how Ukraine hosts world leaders and celebrities every single day while they are supposedly at war. Let's see here. Okay, well, Americans are being killed every day and shooting. Okay, so, but people go to school, go to work, go shopping, and just go about their lives. Should everyone stay indoors in the USA because of the shooting? No. Ukraine is also moving on a day at a time while fighting this invasion. All right, so there's all of that. Let's leave that alone. Let's go to the next one. Oh, there was something I bookmarked. Next up is his author. Whatever. There was something I bookmarked. This is me regarding someone who responded to something, and then I respond to the person. All right, can I see the person's? Okay, so I blocked it right after I finish. Let's look. Okay, tell him to visit Palestine like his mother would have wanted. Okay, so this, I don't know who this person is. Just a comment. So this is me responding to it here. Did you tell the Palestinian American to vote the way they should have in the 2024 Americans election? Harry already served in the UK military. He doesn't have to go to war zone if he doesn't want to. Harry donate to WHO, World Health Organization, and support of Palestine and Ukraine as well. Your question should go to William. William wanted to bring peace to the Middle East. All right, so I took screenshot of all of that. Yes, Prince Harry Archwell Foundation donated $500,000 to help children injured in Gaza and Ukraine. All right, so you could pause and read all of that. You could pause and read all of that. All right, so this has to do with how they voted in the Palestinian American voted in the 24 election. All right, exit polls and analysis indicate that Palestinian American voters largely abandoned the Democratic Party in the 2024 election due to dissatisfaction with the Biden-Harris administration stance on the conflict in Gaza. This is the thing here. They were moving in an orderly fashion and an understanding within the law. Now what do we have here? This pretty much the same group. Trump even said he can't wait to, oh, well, he didn't say he can't wait, but they will be building what is it, hotel and stuff by the waterfront and the Middle East. All right. An exit poll by the Council on American Islamic Relations found that 52% of Muslim voters nationwide cast their ballot for Green Party candidate Jill Stein. Jill Stein was, I think there was a time, there was a picture of her somewhere in, what's the name? In Russia. Okay. Shift away from Democrats, the vote share for Democratic candidate Kamala Harris plummeted among Arab and Muslim voters. All right, so they abandoned the group, the candidate that would have helped them, at least in an orderly fashion. And then there's this that I put here. How did Palestinian American voted for in the 2024 election? The same thing, but more screenshot. Okay. Large Arab American population, Harris received just 36% of the vote. This is a dramatic decrease from the 2020 election from Biden. Okay? From the almost 70% that Joe Biden secured in 2024. All right? In Michigan, majority of Muslim cities in the U.S., Harris voted share dropped from 85% for Biden in the 2020 election to 46%. All right? So you can't help somebody if they don't want to help themselves. They had the opportunity to vote the right way, but no. All right, so there's this here. What is happening in Palestine right now in September 2025? There's this here. As of mid-September 2025, the Israeli-Palestinian conflict is marked by an intensifying Israeli military offensive in Gaza City and mounting violence and settlement expansion in the West Bank. You could pause and read more, or you could go on chat on Google, ask the same question. I show you the question and that's the result. Okay? So you're telling him to go risk his life. He wants to go where he wants to go. That's the thing. And then he put money where he wants to put money. And now you tell him, why don't he go someplace else? Why don't you go someplace else? So next tweet. All right, so there's that. Prince Harry arrived to Kyiv for the first time, so excited of the outcome of his visit. All right, well, I don't know what's the outcome. Prince Harry is global prince of all good, Sussex squad. There's all those hashtags. Thank you, Prince Harry. There's the clap. What's the outcome? There is literally nothing Harry Windsor can do to improve the situation in the Ukraine-Russia war. Well, he could, of course, donate some of his wealth he never had to work for, but I think a handshake will have to do. I mean, I just show you. You know what? Let me pause and put that screenshot. The thing I was looking for, I can't find it. So let's leave that alone. I believe that Ola Woodner, CEO of Superhuman Center, have either Charles or William been there yet? What a moral boost. Look after him. He has gone to visit wounded soldiers. Now zip it. Okay. I just learned about his visit tonight. And probably in later videos, there'll be more talks about it. Okay, I just wanted to know what's going on. All right, let's move to the next tweet. All right, probably the same topic. I'm trying to hurry up and record this, and I don't want it to be too long. Prince Harry has made a surprise visit to Kyiv to pledge his support for Ukrainian soldiers injured in the country's war against Russia. Prince Harry attended with his team from the Invictus Games Foundation. Prince Harry takes his role as patron very seriously. It's not a part-time role, it's a lifetime mission for him. Okay, so there's that. Good to know about that. Later on, I'm sure there's going to be more talks about it. What time is it? 5:40, I'm hearing noise. Okay, you guys, Harry is in Ukraine. He said he had to check with Meghan and the British government to make sure it was okay to go, which means Charles knew Harry was going. Wow. Okay. I don't know where this is written, but this is one of the squad. So she must have read it somewhere. All right, go King Harry, strike again, show up and do good. What? Why does he have to check with the government? Safety? I don't know. All right, because his father is the king. I know that. There's a rolling eye, but he goes everywhere in the world and doesn't usually seem to tell the UK government, probably to do with him being in the line of succession and a prince of the realm and professional courtesy, of course. It could be. There's a possibility. There might be some. Remember, Charles wants to be part of the positive headlines. Okay? So the same way he could easily give Harry security, so probably something was being discussed, that private meeting. So to attach Charles to his visit, so they could say Charles sent his blessing or something like that. The King of England sent his blessing or this and that, whatever. But to have that connection, maybe that's the only thing I could see on that, because Harry have gone to Ukraine before without any connection with the UK government or anything else. Okay? I don't know. All right. Wow. This is huge. Go Harry. I love him. There's that. Well, that means William will be going somewhere else. LOL. Government didn't like not being a part of it last time he went there. So that's probably that as well. But Harry needs to move cautiously, very cautiously with these people and the government. Okay? Their connection with the US and all of that. The tabloid, they all are connected. I've said some stuff in the video that I'm recording. I'm editing right now. What date is that? On the 11th, the very first tweet. There's going to be part 2 because it's a bit too long. Part 1 and part 2 and this. Harry's visit, KC3. What was I going to say? I said some stuff regarding the dynamic relationship between what's going on around the world with the royal family and what Harry knows. You know, my humble opinion on that. Okay, there's this here situation in Kensington Palace right now. Oh my God, that GIF. Poor William thought he could finally rest, but today they're sending him back to work. He is suffocating all week. Someone check on him. Okay, Mrs. Haystack is going to be furious. She will need to go out again today. That's a new name, Haystack. There's all that GIF. Poor Willie. There's the laugh here. They can't keep up. Laugh again. Incandescent with rage. I have that video. I think he was walking with his kids, and I think Kate was there, and someone, I don't know if it's a private or whatever, but someone was walking and he's yelling at the guy for stalking him. I don't know.
You can have this altercation.
I know. I just realised who it was, and I've just.
You didn't. You were out here looking for us. Don't.
I was
pretend.
actually.
You drove past us outside our house. I saw you.
No, I didn't. I haven't been near the house. I've not been. I promise you, I've not been near your house. I'm not going to lie.
Yes, you are. How dare you behave like you've done my children? How
I have
dare
not.
you?
I have not
You're
done
stalking
anything.
around here looking for us and our children. I went for a
I'm
quiet
gonna
bike ride with my children on
That's fine.
Saturday,
That's fine.
and you won't even give me your name. You're outrageous. You're disgusting. You really are. You can have this altercation.
There's the laugh here. Back to the mime they go. They'll be on holiday for the rest of the year. Next tweet. Okay, Harry got the British government permission to go to Ukraine. LOL. Egg says he will strip UK government of its title once he is king. There's the laugh he made putting the shade. Incandescent with rage. You see, what kind of a lesson? I've seen this picture before, but this thought came to mind. What kind of lesson is he teaching his son right now for him talking to an adult like that? There's the finger pointing when Megan told, please remove your finger from my face or something like that. Probably screaming or whatever, the discussion here. Okay? So this is the kind of behavior, learned behavior that is happening here. All right. They're relieved they have someone doing soft diplomatic for them and not messing it up. That's a very good point. I didn't think about that. Remember, the UK is playing all sides. The UK is playing all sides. Okay? They want to be discreet as they play all sides. Harry better be careful with them. There's one comment here. This is a very good comment though, and does not cost a cent to British taxpayers. Another very good point. That is true. I agree with both comments. Alright, what is happening? So Harry really reconciled with Charles. I want to see Willie's face right now. That's news, haha, as if. Oh, security, fire. Maybe, I don't know, maybe it's a give and take. Give me security when I need it, and then I'll do soft diplomatic. again, when this comes, they know about it. It's very, very tricky. You have those Murdoch people with the government. They all are freaking connected. Harry better be careful with that. He better be careful. Probably the only way I could see him do that, soft diplomatic for the UK, is tell me what you want me to do. What is the narrative? Okay? And then he'll go when he wants to go without telling them, or have some, because it's very tricky. It is very tricky. Because those people, they all connected. I don't want them to manipulate him and then things happen. All right, next tweet. Harry doesn't seem particularly interested in fixing his relationship with Will. I mean, he did say there's a space between him and his brother during the Oprah interview.
Point wouldn't pick up his calls. As for his relationship with Prince William,
the relationship is space.
But there was some sort of a possibility between him and his father. All right? They'll get to it at some point. I don't get the impression that there was ever much of a relationship to fix. Journalists create the narrative of closeness, but it was performative. Someone with Harry's emotional intelligence will find William's remote and cold. That's a very good thing. If you read Spare, there was no relationship. Once Princess Diana died, the relationship that we thought the brothers had, there was none. And then to know that the brother backstabbed Harry like that, so it's like he distanced himself from William even more, and it really will not make any difference to Harry. William betrayed him the most after he used the rags that the British media, the tabloid, to bash Harry and Harry's wife. William literally made his life a living hell via UK media. He depended too much on it. He wants positive coverage without doing any work. All right. Charles wants the same thing too, but the difference between Charles and William, Charles was doing things. You know, I told you in past videos where there's some stuff Charles were doing in terms of architecture, sustainability, this kind of things. I was all for that. It's until he become a freaking monster. I mean, he probably was always a monster, but when I realized he was a monster, I distanced myself, and I haven't seen much being written about some of those things, so to at least for me to look into. All right, William literally made his life a living hell via UK medias. I think Harry could forgive him if only he didn't target Meghan, Archie, and Lilibet. This is not forgivable. Yeah, and let's not forget, he lost a child. Meghan, the stillborn. All right, let's see here. He wants a father-son relationship with King Charles. In the video that I'm editing right now, I mentioned that. Okay, the dynamic. In private, Harry wants a father. In public, just like anybody else, Charles is Harry's king. But in private, it's the family-father relationship. Where was I? He wants a father-son relationship with King Charles, but with Willie, he just wants space. People like to make Harry to be the bad guy, but that dude did a lot of damage. He's not a nice person. It will take a long time, and that's okay. Alright, Harry is not a fool. He's a compassionate humanitarian, but he's not stupid. He's got clarity. That is true. And then with our prayers, protection and all of that. Oh, you don't say. Could it be he tried to destroy his wife in court, which brought on a miscarriage? I just mentioned that and I didn't even see it. On a miscarriage, I won't forgive him neither. Will is not particularly interested in fixing his relationship with Harry. He's tried for years. He can't control Prince William. He can't control Prince William, who may be suffering from mental emotional illness, to continue acting like a child. At almost 41, Prince Harry is focused on his family and his life's work. Okay, I know, right? He must done something terrible not to deserve Prince Harry's blank. What could it be? The miscarriage. Well, that was before the miscarriage when he did the, when she did the Oprah interview. The miscarriage must have happened already, because it was during the Oprah interview he said about the miscarriage. Not the miscarriage. No. About the space. Harry said there was space between him and Harry. Between Harry and William. So which means, and then Meghan was pregnant during their own point of view. So which means the miscarriage happened before that. So yeah. And then it was afterward when Meghan felt comfortable to tell the world about it. That's when we knew. All right, the same way they did the baby bump video on Meghan's IG. It was years after they decided to share the video. So when Meghan did the losses we share, I think that's what the title was. I cover it on PYTE. So that had already happened, and I think this is when Meghan came to term and finally did her grieving and whatnot, and then she decided to share it with the world. Same thing. Okay, so all of that had already happened. All right, next tweet. Okay, I'll be sitting here eating popcorn. Quote, "It Harry's donation cannily unleashed for William the uneasy question of what exactly the 43-year-old Prince of Wales is doing with the £23 million a year." Full article. It's archived. I'll take the link, put it in the description for you. Okay, I'm not gonna read it. Charles is currently less irritated with Harry than William. Tina Brown claimed tension are brewing over heir to the throne's workload as she revealed why Kings feel subtle criticized by his older son. So September 12th. So that was today. Well, they got that part about flying back to the US wrong. What workload? Me too. All right, next tweet. I have two more, and that will be it for this topic. And then I don't think I'm gonna be able to cover Meghan's half-sister's situation. And I wanted to read the article, so I'll push a lot of things for tomorrow. Okay, this is where I'm at right now. I just highlight this. All right, the thing for court Chiefs US Circuit Judge William, that will be for tomorrow. I'll record that tomorrow. Okay, and I have all of these. Okay, there's a lot of things, teas that's going on Twitter for me to share with you. The most important one, I've already put them on my committee board. Okay, all right, let's finish with this. Whoops, a little slipped up about William and Kate not being that hard workers. Yep, a whole lot of holidays. Okay, 20 seconds.
I feel very sorry for William and Kate, who work and work. They don't get anything said about them much.
Yeah, I mean, they have a lot of holidays. I don't want to, this is, we've got people who do decorating and plumbing and fix cars, thinking that the word work is being, used in quite a liberal way there. But I hear what you say, yeah.
I feel very...
So a caller was making excuses for William and Kate, but that's Jeremy Vine, but they have a lot of holiday. I'm surprised he said that, because usually when they talk positive about William and Kate, he goes on and on. But when they talk positive about Harry or Meghan, he cut them off. So that's news. Right, there's that. Haha, Jeremy Vine slipped up and fell into the truth serum. There's that. Wadey and Willie is going on vacation again after 3 days back-to-back copycat engagement. This copycat engagement is the tabloid who said that, okay? So tiring, there's a laugh here. Shake hand and grin is what they call work. Alright, it is Jeremy Vine's facial expression that are hilarious work. OMG, part is delusional. They do not work and work and work ever. Okay, I'm shocked that someone who sound like she scrubbed floors for a living and 1700 thinks that Willie and Wadey work, and that Jeremy admitted that they don't. Okay, who spikes his drink? That's what I'm wondering. Why is the deluded Biddy feeling sorry for William and Kate? Because no one is talking about them on the news. There's a laugh here. This caller sounds like the type to boast about being a peasant in service of their hardworking king. LOL. Wow. Second time this week, Vine has been honest. Not one of the royal family has any idea of the concept of work. They get money handed to them without question, pop out every now and then for relevance. A working world doesn't exist. Okay, after this GIF, that's it. Jeremy behaves like a dog biting its tail in a game of bowling. Langdebois, who knows the truth about the royal family well, but prefers to often blame Harry and Meghan, he becomes a disgrace on his show. The word work is being used in a quite liberal way there. The truth shall set you free. Alright, so that's that. Let's go to the next one, and that's my last one. Okay, 5:57. I have to wake up my son. Oh shit, I should wake him up now, because he knocked let's finish it. So the British media that had camped out at Heathrow Airport waiting for Harry's photo as he departed to the UK for LA waited in vain all along. The statesman was on the overnight train heading to Kyiv. There's that here. People are laughing. Okay, Prince Harry and Kyiv. Wow, that man never stops. Bless you, Prince Harry. Harry took a train. Can you? There's the laugh here. The laugh fell. Ninja move without the wind. I know, right? There's all of that. That's why we love Harry. Good on him. The fact strikes again. Love him. Wild. There's the heart. A lot of emojis. No leaks. Alright, so let's do prayer. Protection. And safe. Yeah, and safety. Let's pick one. I really need to wake up my son. He needs to take a quick shower. Alright, a prayer for protection. Lord, I pray for your divine protection upon my life as I embark on this new day. Hold me close to you, keeping away all the harms and dangers that may come my way. Surround me with your shield of protection and strength. Amen. Okay, so that is it. Please take a moment to subscribe, like, and share. If you want to support this channel, there's a PayPal link and a Cash App link in the description. You could donate. Those who have donated, thank you. There's a lot of thumbnails that I need to do. Please bear with me. Okay, a whole lot of thumbnails. So one day these will change. All right, so that's it. Thank you for watching.
It is a great privilege to be with all of you today.
You know, we ask for forgiveness and please come back.
As you saw me find the love and happiness that I'd hoped for all my life.
You are all in this together. And if I may speak personally, we are all in this together. Because asking for help was one of the best decisions that I ever made. You will be continually amazed how life changes for the better